Alright, we're recording. This is Lance's Interlude. Lance watches the others sleep. The unnatural cold seems to sap their strength. Lance feels tired too, but keeps his eyes open yet weary. The cave was disquieting, certainly, but out of the elements. When Lance looked outside, wait, there were no elements. The snow had stopped and the sun was shining. What did they always say about Colorado? If you wanted the weather to change, just wait 10 minutes. He heard a familiar voice, though, that of the sheriff, and so the badly injured man stepped out of the cave. He felt compelled to, strangely. He left the warmth where it had been cold. But he did not hear the sheriff again.
Okay. So obviously, Lance is confused. He's kind of looking around, thinking he heard the sheriff. I just kind of call out, "Sheriff, are you out there, Sheriff? Culpepper, are you there?"
You hear some muffled noises that sound like their voices, or at least could be voices, but you don't hear specifically the sheriff speak.
So I try to kind of ascertain what direction the voices are coming from.
Well, you have a very large forest in front of you, or a lot of trees. It seems to be coming from generally in front of you somewhere. Like I said earlier, the snow has stopped falling, and from what you can tell above, the clouds have dissipated, and it seems rather sunny outside. It's still cold, but not as cold as it was when you guys were rushing to get to the cave.
I kind of look up and I'm a little confused. I was like, how long have we been in the cave? It was dark when we went in there. Now it's sunny. I'm lost. I start yelling out for the sheriff again.
Yeah, you yell out. You hear your voice echo. Culpepper, Culpepper, Culpepper. You don't see anybody or hear any response to that.
So, kind of holding my side, I walk out just a little further to see if I can see where the sounds were coming from. I just kind of walk away from the entrance of the cave just a little bit further.
You hear strange noises, laughter perhaps, crying.
Okay. Do I know what direction this is coming from?
Generally in front of you somewhere, like straight ahead.
So I just kind of continue walking straight ahead then.
As you do, you think you see someone peek out from behind a tree, and their face, like, it's very quickly done, so it's hard to see exactly who it is or what it is. Like, just peek out and then peek back, and then you see quickly a form run behind another tree and do the same thing.
I immediately reach for my pistol and hold it out in front of me. You know, who is that? Who's there? I just yell out to them, kind of trying to look through the distance to find out if I can see anything else.
And then you hear someone say, in a very shrill voice that I probably can't do justice to, "He spotted us, saw me." And it's the voice is strange in the way it's shrill, but also it's like it's singing almost.
Lyrical?
Yeah, very lyrical, like all the words
Okay.
are in, singing.
So I go ahead. I go ahead and head back to the cave to try and wake the rest of the group up.
You peek in the cave, and you see no one. There's no one there. And the cave before was very deep, dark, with stalactites and stalagmites. And now it's rather shallow, perhaps 5 feet deep, with nowhere really to go. It's just like more like a small, not even really a cave, but instead like just a small outcropping, or incropping, I should say, in the face of the rock.
My heart's pounding very fast, and I'm looking in the cave in disbelief. I'm wondering if I got lost. How I didn't walk that far away from the cave. I don't understand how the cave looks so different now and where everyone went. I just kind of start yelling everyone's names, trying to see if I can get anyone's attention.
Yeah, you yell and you don't hear any of them respond, but you hear a song, kind of, not music, but someone singing. He's lost his friends, where did they go?
And I just kind of spin around and point my gun in the direction of wherever that sound is coming from.
Yeah, you spin your gun, you see like basically something running between the trees, right?
God damn it.
Come talk to me, I'll show you the way.
I kind of slowly start making my way in that direction with my gun up, my heart pounding. I don't know what's going on. I'm extremely confused.
So as you walk that way, you walk where you thought generally you saw that figure, and you're being very cautious. Your training that you got in Iraq kind of is kicking in. You're looking around the corners, you're doing everything you should, and you don't see anyone. And then you look and you kind of notice you're a little deeper in the forest than you thought you were, and you kind of feel this like unease behind you, like just you're like somebody's standing behind you. It's kind of what it feels like. Although you hear nothing, you see nothing, you feel nothing.
I spin around with my gun pointing behind me.
And you spin around and you see this rather tall figure standing in front of you.
I fire.
You fire.
I fire.
Center mass with every bullet you fire. It doesn't move. Doesn't fall.
I drop my pistol and I unsling the rifle that I had with me.
So you go to grab your rifle and you hear another song from behind you. No need for that. Talk to me instead. And if you cast a glance over your shoulder, you see
What
this.
the fuck? Who are you? What are you? I'm just confused and kind of stuttering, and I don't know what to do. I'm holding the rifle on them, but I'm just in shock.
So the female figure, which you still do in a very foreign kind of exotic way, find this thing alluring. It's obviously female, has pitch black eyes with no pupils, and has very sharp, elongated ears and very, very narrow features, and it's probably about 5 feet tall. So like a short woman, and she smiles and shows these strangely like crooked teeth. And she kind of puts her finger on the top of her head and like spins as she's doing like a silhouette, almost dancing through the snow. Says, "I am the lady of the forest. Come with me." And she like reaches her hand out towards you.
I back away, and I start yelling for the others.
You yell, and you back towards the image with the horse skull mask.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with him. So I spin around and I look up and see him, see its face, whatever it is, and jump back again. And I don't know what to do other than look around and look for my the group I was with.
Yeah, there's no sign of them nowhere.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
Who are you? What is? I don't know what's going on. This is a dream. This is a dream. I'm asleep in the cave. This is a dream.
We are the fairest, you and I. Come with me, I'll show you. And she like reaches out her hand again to you. I will show you to your friends. Worry not. Come with me.
My friends. Oh. I convince myself that this is somehow a dream, and that I need to just follow through with the dream to find my friends. This is drugs. This is my subconscious. This is something else. But whatever it is, I need to find my friends. So I follow this thing.
So she like reaches her hand out and wants you to take it clearly, like she's gonna like guide you somewhere.
So with my heart about to come out of my chest, I kind of nervously extend my shaking hand.
And she like kind of turns and then reaches her hand like upside down and kind of like grabs it, like so you're following her and she's leading you, right? And she's like starts like skipping through the woods, and she's singing the entire way. And you look over your shoulder and you see like the image with the horse mask just slowly walking like behind you guys, but keeping pace somehow, even though he's sleeping and you guys are skipping. Every time you look like you would step on something that would make you fall, you avoid it, and you're going this long roundabout way through the forest. Everything seems to be changing, but at the same time you don't recognize any of it. And you come to this path that appears to be cobblestone, and she takes you down and she's almost there, and she's just like singing these nonsense songs and songs about going to the woods. And so you like, what is your like kind of the way you're
I'm obviously in what I would consider to be a state of shock. again, I'm just thinking this isn't real. This is some kind of dream. Something happened in that cave. I could even possibly still be in the cave, or I bled out in that cave. Um, but I'm just kind of giving in to the idea that this is something else other than reality.
Yeah, so you realize that kind of as you're uh, skipping along, you think it's like snowing, but suddenly you kind of realize it's actually not snow, it's rain. And it's like getting harder and harder and harder. Um, and all of a sudden, you look down and there's nothing in your hand, there's nobody in front of you. There's what is this in front of you? Buildings, a lake. Very odd. Doesn't make any sense. And so you stand before this bridge in the rain
What the?
with these large hills before you with these strange towers beckoning.
I try and gather my bearings. I try and gather my wits about me, and uh, first I have to just take in my surroundings. I look at everything and try and figure out if this is someplace familiar to me, if it's something somehow someplace that I know.
No, you've never seen this before. You notice that basically the depiction on screen is generally what it looks like. On the right hand side, there are these buildings. You notice there's lights inside, and you see faces peek out, and then shutters close quickly. And that goes like for every house that you can see. In front of you is a large post, and there is something hanging there, but it doesn't look like a person. I mean, it's made to look like a person, right? But it doesn't. It's not actually a human, for sure. You feel your side just aching badly. So the reality of it, you still feel injured and hurt.
So holding onto my side with the rain kind of beating down on me, I just start yelling out, Is there anyone, help? I need help. Can anyone hear me?
And so you do see one of the houses, they open. The door flies wide open, and you hear this chittering. Oh, yes, let's help, yes. Oh, yes, he could use some fruit. Some fruit for his injuries. Oh, it looks bad. Let's help him. And you see these three strange-looking, maybe old women, old men. They're very short, elongated noses, chins, stooped with drab clothes. One of them's carrying this basket of red, like radiant red fruit, vegetables, you're not sure. And they come up, yes, yes, oh, look at you. Look at you. You need help. Oh, you're so hurt. You look bad. Oh, let us help you.
I thank you. I need help. Do you have a phone? I need a phone. I need to call the police.
And they look at each other very confused by that question. Yes, here, take the fruit. Oh, you look so hungry.
No, I'm not hungry. I need a phone. Is there anyone around here who has a phone?
Yes, here, take this. And they just offer you a piece of fruit.
Okay, fine, thank you. I take it and I'm holding it.
And they're, oh, eat the fruit. It will make you feel so much better.
Do you, is it? Do you know? Am I in Colorado still?
Yes, eat the fruit. It's so wonderful. It will make all your worries disappear. Your ailments will go like the night before the sun.
Listen, whatever. I take a bite out of the fruit just to appease her.
So immediately when you take a bite of the fruit, you feel this warm sensation go down your into your stomach, just like if you took like a shot of whiskey or something, right? And as you do, you feel like the sensation, tingling sensation over your abdomen side, which is like basically just a garbled mess of flesh and blood and guts, right? And you look kind of like feel down, and it feels like normal, looks normal. Now you have like a bandage, makeshift bandage over it, but it's like, you know, just kind of when you feel something, it's just strangely feels better. And they're like, oh yeah, you see, you did it, it's so nice.
Well, I don't understand. I don't what, and I kind of peel the bandage back and look at where the wound is.
Yeah, there's like dry blood and stuff like that, but as far as the wound, it is 100% gone.
Now I'm really in shock. What did you just give me? What did I eat?
Goblin fruit. Goblin fruit makes you feel good, then it makes you toot.
What the? Oh my god. I need to find my friends. I need to find my friends, and I need to take this back to them if I can. I have hurt friends.
Yes, take the goblin fruit with you. And they hand you like the bag of goblin fruit. Take this along. Don't let them take it though. Oh, this is the breeding ground. Grow up strong.
Where am I? Where am I?
Oh, this is the breeding ground. Here we see you grow so big.
Everyone is crazy here. Everyone is crazy. What's the building at the top of the mountain there? Who lives there? What is that?
Oh, that's the White Queen. I wouldn't go there. She doesn't like us. She won't like you either.
Are you sure you don't have a phone?
Just the goblin fruit. Sorry. And they kind of start like scurrying off back towards their house.
Wait.
Goblin fruit. Goblin fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot.
Oh God. I'm lost and I don't know where I am.
And so they head back into their house and close the door. But as they do, you kind of see something in the distance that nicks that big tree over there.
Mm-hmm.
And on the tree, you see basically a figure walking around it.
So I shake my head and I kind of look at my side again at where my wound was and shake my head in disbelief as the rain starts kind of washing the dried blood away, and I can even see more clearly now that there really is no wound. I'm just complete disbelief. I kind of just keep touching the area, and then I look up and I shake my head at the houses where those, whatever they are, came from, and I start walking towards that tree.
Yeah, as you walk to the tree, you see another. It's a feminine figure with long white hair, wearing a long, like flowing, like almost like a wedding dress in length, right? With a big trail skirt. And when she walks around and kind of like is walking where she faces you, you notice her eyes are like red, and her lips are pink, and she has a very solemn stare to her as she looks upon you, and she continues to walk around the tree though, but she looks at you briefly.
I stop in my tracks as soon as I see red eyes. I was like, I do not know what I'm talking to myself, my own inner dialogue. I'm just thinking, uh, I don't, what is going on? Where am I? This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. It has to be. I hope I wake up soon.
And her voice, are you asking her this, or are you just talking to yourself?
Oh, I'm talking to myself because I just saw someone with red eyes.
Aloud, are you saying this aloud, or is like
No,
inner
it's
monologue?
my inner monologue. Yeah.
Yeah. So she just continues to walk around the tree.
And I finally yell out to her, "Hello, you over there! Hello!"
A song of sorrow greets you here. Welcome to the breeding grounds.
I don't know where the breeding grounds are. I don't know where I'm at. Is this Colorado? Is this a dream?
It is unfortunately not. You are lost.
Yes, I am lost. Can you help me find my way back home?
Yes, I can.
Please help me. I am lost and I'm confused.
Yes. And at this point, she's stopped in front of you, kind of looking at you. And I can help, but I need help.
What kind of help do you need?
I need to leave this place as well. Foreign, trapped, strange to me as it is you.
Well, leave then. Leave. I'll follow you. Leave. I need to get out as well.
I cannot leave the same way you can leave. I do not know my way forward, only backward.
I don't understand that at all. I don't know what you're saying, lady. I just need to get out of here.
Oh, I know. I will help you. Will you help me?
How can I help you?
One day you will know, and then I will want you to help me.
One day?
One day not so long from now. I
need to leave now. I need to get out of here.
Yes, you must leave, or, well, I'm afraid you will never leave whole.
What does that mean?
You've already changed so much. You are the fairest of them all. She has chosen you.
Is there a town around here? Is there a city? I mean, this looks like farmland almost. I need to get to a town that has people and police and cars and phones.
No, you need to go to the river of dreaming and swim its currents past the lovely land.
The river of dreaming and swim its currents. Oh, okay, lady, where's this river at?
I cannot show you unless you help me.
Oh my God. How can I help you? Please tell me how I can help you.
One day, a girl will come, and she will ask you for aid. You will do so, and then I will be released. That is all I ask.
A girl is going to ask me for help, and I just help her.
You help her. You must do as she bids. You must do as she bids.
Yes,
As
yes, of course. I'll do it, yes. Now,
but
can I get out of here?
yes, but there is one thing more, and the rain is just pounding at this point, and like lightning striking up in the mountains, and thunder is just roaring. And she says, "There is two things to say before I take you to the river. The first is, if you do not help this girl, you will be cursed. Cursed for eternity. A pact with me is a pact you must honor." And
Yeah, yeah.
you notice like her visage is getting taller and taller and taller and taller. And her shadow is just cast over you, looming.
And my heart is racing, but at the same time, I'm trying to convince myself this is still somehow a dream. This can't be real. There's no way this can be real. And I just continue agreeing with her. Yes, I will. Whatever you want me to do, yes, I'll do it.
Very well. I believe you, fairest. But now I will give you a boon. I will give you something as a good faith. For now, you should not travel these lands not knowing what has happened, what has become of you. Do you wish to see the truth? The truth is hidden, but I can expose it.
That's all I want is the truth. I want to know what's going on.
And so the truth I shall give you. But there is a saying, is it? The truth will set you free? Ah, I'm afraid the truth does not set anyone free. It binds them. It binds them to its will. And she she kind of does like a strange flourish with her hands, and then in her palm is like a circular mirror, and she like passes it to you, and she's like, "See the truth in your eyes. See what it looks like. Be surprised."
I I reach out to grab the mirror. Um, and I kind of look at her confused. It's like, just look in the mirror.
Look in and see what stares back. The truth is more than you might expect. I am sorry. This is the breeding ground. These things happen.
And I kind of raise the mirror up and uh, try and shield it from the rain as best I can, and raise it up and look into the mirror.
So you do that, and you notice strange thing. You're not sure if it's the rain playing tricks on you, how it looks, but you recognize yourself, but also it kind of looks like that. There's a huge tooth. Your one eye is completely black, like that thing you saw in the woods. Long hair on one side. Um, yeah.
I, I I look away from the mirror and then look back at it again to kind of see if I'm really seeing what I think I see.
Mm-hmm. You do.
And I look up at her. I'm I'm confused. What is this?
That is you.
That's not me. That's not me.
It is you. This is the breeding ground where they take the lost and change them to what they want to be.
I don't. I'm confused. Okay. Okay. All right, lady. That's me. That's me. And I'll do whatever you want. I will help whoever you want. I need to get home. And I put the mirror down or put it in my pocket or I offer it back to her.
And she doesn't look like she wants to take it. That is yours to remind yourself. And she kind of she's like, follow me, I will take you to the river then.
And I kind of reach up and touch my face to see if there's really a long tooth coming out of my face.
From what you can feel, it is. That's what you feel. You feel there's a big tooth. You feel like you have.
I can actually feel that.
Oh yeah, you can feel it.
What the fuck? I dropped the mirror. I'm like startled that I actually could feel it. I wasn't expecting that. Oops, and I just look at her. I was like, "What is going on?" You know what? Never mind. I just need to get home. I need to get home. Take me to this river.
And she nods and starts walking basically towards the mountains up the pass. Or up the path, I should say.
And I reach down and I grab the mirror and I don't even want to look at it, but I put it back in my bag and I follow her.
Okay. And so she takes you to a you walk for a while. You're not sure how long, but then it's green and lush. Eventually, the rain still is pouring, but eventually stops. Honestly, and you just see you should be in here somewhere. Yeah, you're at the bottom. So you she walks before you and she says, "Now you must be quiet and you must hurry. The briar wolves will come, and they will try to stop your escape. You have not fully changed. The Fae will have you yet. It will be soon here. You will forget yourself whole. I tell you, do not use your new powers or they will change you quicker. You must escape this place or forever be trapped in your own torment."
Do I just need to get to the river? Is that what you're telling me? Just go to that river.
Go to the river, submerge yourself. Let the water enter your mouth, into your lungs, until you see or hear no more. And you will return.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it.
And you feel like this, you feel the sense of just empowerment almost, like stronger, faster, wiser than you've ever felt before. You feel exalted, you feel handsome, you feel, the envy of every woman, every man, and just strangely. And if you look at your handouts, you have 2 new ones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. There's 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. It's like a second page.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, the main thing is you have some extra special talents. Okay. A lot of them are to do with your presence, so it's not actually germane for this. But this is your character sheet for the time being.
Okay.
Okay. Now it doesn't really matter for this current, this last of this session, but in the future you will use this character sheet instead of your normal character sheet, and I will send you anything that is extra here, like your vainglory score. Your vainglory is a specific contract and it does a specific thing, obviously. But for now, this is your character sheet, and we'll go with that, right? You also have a Kith ability, a seeming curse, and a seeming blessing. Okay.
Wow. Okay. This is wow. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So she says, I would not delay. They're going to come. They're going to come, and you do not want to be caught by the Briar Wolves. They'll take you to her. And then all is lost for both of us. Remember, the girl. Do as the girl bids.
I'll do as the girl bids.
And then she points towards the water and she's like, then run. Run with all your speed.
I take a deep breath in, kind of feeling my newfound vigor and stamina. And I do exactly that. I start running straight ahead.
Okay. So as you start running, you actually see in the distance one of these things. And the thing, it looks like a wolf or a dog, but it's made of, wood, branches, shrubs, that sort of thing.
Okay.
And one of them is coming this way, and the other is coming this way. And they definitely seem to know where you're going. So what I'm going to have you do is, here's what you can do. You can roll athletics. Let's see. What would it be? We'll do athletics, and we'll do dexterity or strength. And so you can do that. You can also use glamour to enhance your abilities, giving yourself an extra dot per glamour. You also have fleet of foot, so I will give you an extra dot for that as well, even though that's just really speed, but in this case it can work. So you let me know what you want to do. They'll be also rolling their athletics and dexterity probably. And we're going to have a little foot race type of thing.
I'm going to use my athletics and dexterity along with that fleet of foot.
Okay. So they have fleet of foot 3. Let me see here real quick. 4, 2, 6, 9. So they have 9. What is yours?
What is my fleet of foot? I'm
It's
looking.
just you have 1, so you'll add 1 die.
Okay, so I have 7 then.
Okay. So they have 9. You can use glamour if you wish. You can also use willpower. Willpower will bump you by 3 die.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Using up a point of willpower.
Yes, you could do that.
Let you add 3 die.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
So I'm going to use 1 point of willpower to take my 7 to 10.
Sorry. Alright, so go ahead and re-roll those 10s. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
And I don't have control over
Your token.
my token. Yeah. If that matters right now.
It doesn't, but
2, 4 successes.
yeah. Oops. Give me 2 seconds here, sorry.
Sure.
Alright, you should be able to move your token. It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter. This is just kind of abstract.
Yeah.
So you can move like, go ahead and move 4 spaces forward. If you can move them. I think you should be able to.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that one's right behind you. 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Alright. So you can go ahead and do it again. So basically you're running and you're like leaping like 4 feet into the air over like brush and around trees, and just your body is feeling like, you know, what you would expect like some superhuman thing to do, right? It's just you never felt like this before. Your adrenaline's kicking. But at the same time, these wood dog things are like, at one of them's at your heel, and you see one like looking like it might cut you off.
Okay, so I try and push myself forward again, using even more of my will.
Okay. And just make sure you're not out of willpower, right? It's marked on your normal sheet, right? So it said willpower lost. Did you just do that one? It was marked. I'm assuming not. So you used.
No, I haven't ever used willpower before.
It says you did, but okay. I'll assume you have it. So that would be your second. So you have 3 willpower left after this one.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
That's what I'm counting to.
Okay. Reroll that one. Okay, so that's 3 successes. He has 2 successes, and the other one has...
Eesh.
So he has 4 successes. So move your successes forward.
1, 2, 3.
He moves 2. He moves 1, 2, 3, 4. So you basically are bounding past the one behind you, leaving it in the dust. But this other one is like coming in on you quickly, and you basically have one shot at it. You know that either it's going to tackle you and take you down potentially, or you're going to evade it and get there. So I'll let you do basically the same thing. I think is fair. If you can think of another roll to evade it as you're running, I would let you roll that too. But I think this is probably your best bet anyway, right?
Yeah, this is going to be. I mean, my athletics and dexterity are going to be my highest anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I kind of see him coming off to my left side as I'm leaving the other one behind, and I, push forward. Again, and I know that I have to get to the water before they get to me. So I use all my might and all my willpower again. Oh, God. And I fall on my face.
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me.
One from behind. Three successes. 1, 2. So the one comes up behind you, and it's like jumps and pounces on your back, and you feel these scratches just like rake into your shoulders and traps. The other one
he gets there no matter what. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the other one kind of comes upon you as you're on the ground and just like bites down on your left bicep, and you feel like these strange like wooden teeth just rip into you. So what do you do?
I'm trying to break away and continue towards the water.
Okay, so let's do instead of dexterity, let's do strength athletics.
Okay.
I'll do strength athletics. You can use willpower if you want to. Look at
that. Yeah, I will do 3 more with that. Of course, nothing, but I'll do that 1 exploding die. Nothing. So 1 success, and that's another willpower. I think I have 2 left.
Yep. So there's the one behind you.
Oh my god.
So they just continue to tear at your body. You feel like these sharp. So how many successes you rolled? How many successes? Just 1?
I rolled 1 success.
Yeah. So they both tear into your body. You feel this awful, like, just being ripped to pieces.
And as I'm trying to pull away, I'm using everything I can, and I'm gonna use willpower again.
Reroll 10. You can still use glamour if you want.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to. Although I don't know what that. well, first off, what is it and what does it do?
Well, each glamour you spend, you have the amount of glamour as on your sheet. So you have 5 glamour. You can each one you spend will give you another die. As simple as that.
Okay. I'll spend 3.
You could spend. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You could spend all. You could spend all of your glamour. You feel like this power surging through you, and you look at this this hedge, this bush next to you, and you see like this. You see a car driving through this like little hole, like about a hole big enough that you could crawl through, and you kind of recognize. You're like, is that? And you kind of like looking, and you think you recognize that street. You think it's the main street of Glenwood Springs. And you feel if you can spin this force that you don't quite understand, you could probably make it through there. So mechanically, if you spent all your glamour, you could get through that hole.
With what little understanding I have, I get this urge and this feeling. I know I need to escape, and I feel this kind of power surge in me, and I utilize it to the best of my ability, and I use all the glamour.
So you feel this just unnatural, just like sensation of strength and charm and wits and quickness, and you kind of leap up and kind of dive through, and as you do, you kind of hit cement and roll, and this car like slams on its brakes right in front of you and like lays on the horn, and looking out the window like, motherfucker, what the hell are you doing? And you are second. So you are back in.
What the fuck? And I kind of put my hands out, like, sorry. And I immediately kind of pat myself down, and I feel for my wound and look at my wound
Yeah,
to see.
there are no wounds. There are no wounds, but
And
you do kind of look, and you notice you have like a satchel over your shoulder, which is not yours.
so I pull that over my shoulder and open it up and look inside, start kind of trying to gauge what is going on.
So as you do that, the car kind of like speeds off around you, and this guy like flips you off as he drives by, and so he flips you off as he drives by, and you kind of look in there. You look in there, and you notice that there is these 5 red. They're probably the size of a little smaller than a grapefruit, maybe, but they have no like thick skin like a grapefruit. They're more like a skin like a peach, and they're just like 5 of these fruits, red fruits.
And I'm holding this satchel and I'm looking down into it as I slowly walk towards the sidewalk.
And you also notice a mirror. That same mirror that was there.
I'm shaking my head in disbelief. Like that couldn't have been real. How was that? How am I here? I was in a cave. I was in the cave. We were shot at. My friends, they're still in the cave. What is going on? And I reach down and I grab that mirror, and my heart's kind of pounding, but I raise the mirror up and I look into it, remembering what I saw before, but fully expecting to just see my own face as I look into the mirror.
And what's sitting there is this. Only you notice your other eye is black, and that other tooth is just barely protruding past your top lip. So you look more like this animal than before.
Oh my god. I reach up and I grab it in my mouth. Do I?
Yeah, it feels like you feel the tooth. You feel this more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you feel definitely different.
I immediately look around to see if anyone sees me, and I kind of pull my collar up around my side.
And basically, these 2 girls in snow suits and hats walk by. They look like they're probably skiers or something, and they like look at you, and one of them smiles, and they kind of just keep walking back, and they kind of giggle, and one kind of looks over their shoulder as they pass.
Can they not see this? I'm thinking to myself, what is happening? And I go to one of the windows of the storefronts there, and I look for my reflection in one of the windows.
You look like a monster.
Oh my god! So I continue to try and hide myself as I look up and down the street for a payphone or something, anything.
Yeah, you find a payphone.
I use the payphone and I call the sheriff's office.
Okay. Yeah, hello, Garfield County Sheriff Office. This is Marge. How can I help you?
Marge, this is Lance Henderson. We spoke 2-3 days ago. I can't remember. I was looking to interview Sheriff Culpepper.
Oh yes, Lance, I remember you. What can I do you for?
Is the sheriff there, or even Barbara, his deputy? Are either of them there?
Oh, sorry, I don't know where they are, to be quite honest. They must have went on a little impromptu vacation. I don't know if they're lovebirds or what.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. I'll try back again another time.
Okay. See you later, sweetheart. And she hangs up.
I'm trying to remain somewhat hidden. I don't want people to see my face, but at the same time, I don't understand how those girls looked at me and just they didn't recoil or scream or anything like that. Maybe they didn't get a good look. I don't know. And I look around to see if I recognize any of our vehicles. If my vehicle is around anywhere, I kind of
No, your vehicle is not around. Nope. I mean, you know where you are in town. Absolutely, you've been here before, driving around. You know that. You know generally how to get out to Asher's house. You know generally how to get from there to the sheriff's house. You know the way back to your hotel, which is in walking distance. Yeah.
I immediately just start walking back to the hotel.
Okay, you walk back. It takes you like 5-10 minutes. You walk back there, and your key still works. You can get into your room if you'd like.
Yeah, I go to the room. I go straight to the room, and I start kind of just unloading my gear and my packs and everything. Looking at the fruit. I go straight to the bathroom and look in the mirror.
Yep, you look like a monster.
Uh, I start using the phone in the room to call the numbers of all the people that I know that I have the numbers for.
Yeah, you can call operator or whatever and get patched through. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of Jacob.
Yeah, so Jacob's number is in the room, and you call, or it's you can get it, the Jacob Mondre. So call, and a woman answers. Aldridge residence, how can I help you?
Yes. Hi, is Jacob available?
Oh, yeah, not at the present time. This is his aunt.
His aunt.
Yes, Miranda Aldridge.
Miranda, you. This is Lance. This is Lance Henderson. I was in the car behind you. What? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, Lance. I was wondering if you would show up. I think you should take a cab and come up here.
Up where? Where am I going?
To my house. I'll give you the address.
Have you heard from the sheriff or Barbara or Jacob or any of them?
She's like, of course, they're all here.
They're there?
They're here.
The last I saw them, we were in a cave, and I got lost. I got separated.
Yes. She's like, I know. You were here too, Lance. I think you'll want to talk to me, and as quickly as possible, I'm assuming. Have you looked in a mirror?
Excuse me?
Have you looked in a mirror?
Yes, I've looked in a mirror.
And what did you see?
Why would you ask that? What's going on?
expect I know where you went, and it might be very unfortunate for you. I suggest you come up here now before it's too late, and Lance, I hope you did not, well, use any of your new gifts.
Is anyone else there that I can talk to? You're scaring me, lady.
You should be scared, Lance. You should be scared. And
I hang up on her.
Yep, that's fine.
Because that's freaking me out. He doesn't understand why she knows these things, or why she would ask that, or even say those things. So he's completely freaked out, and he hangs up on her.
Yep.
And
you do have the address if you choose to go up there.
And he just kind of sits there wondering, oh, what the fuck am I gonna do?
And there's a knock at the door. After about 5 minutes of you sitting there.
I kind of pull the curtain back a little bit to see who's at the door.
You see kind of a familiar face. At first you're not sure who it is, but it's the same person that knocked on your door the first night you were here. Doot, 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 doot.
What do you want?
Looks like a, 30, 35-ish woman, normal seeming, fairly attractive, kind of plain. She says, I want to read.
I want to read. Go away, lady. I don't have time for your drunk ass right now. Go away.
And she comes over to the window kind of that you're looking out and kind of catches a peek at you, and she smiles and she's like, I like your teeth.
I pull the curtain back real quickly and step back. What is going on? Oh my god.
And you
he's in a panic. He's just in a complete panic. He thought all of this was just a dream or some kind of hallucination, and it's following him into what he believes is reality now. So he's in total panic mode.
Mm-hmm. And that lady walks off eventually. So what are you gonna do? The phone does ring.
I pick up the phone. Hello.
Lance, this is Miranda. I didn't mean to scare you, but I think it's wise if you came to my house.
How do I know the others are there?
You will have to trust me. And she's like, I can let you talk to the sheriff. He's awake.
Great. Yes, let me talk to the sheriff.
She's like, hold on one moment. And then there's a silence for maybe 30 seconds. And then, yeah, this is Sheriff Culpepper. Is this Lance?
Sheriff, are you okay?
Yeah, as much as I could be okay with all this bullshit happening.
We all got split up, and you disappeared, and I was with the group, and we were shot at in a cave, and then we got split up again, and I got lost, and someone drugged me, or I don't know what to do, Sheriff.
That's some fucked up shit, I grant you, but I can't say I know exactly what happened, but Miranda's gonna try to explain it to us. All I know is I just saw you get your head blown off, boy.
Wait. You saw what?
Yeah, right here, actually. I don't know. It was strange. It was some sort of, I don't know, some sort of trick. Looked like you, but wasn't you.
Who else is out there with you, Sheriff?
Yeah, we're all up here. Barb, Jacob, and Ian. Asher went on home.
I need some answers.
Yeah, me too. Come on up, man. Or I can come get you, whatever you want. But we need to talk about this all together up here.
Okay, I'll take a cab out there, but I might not look the same.
And he doesn't. He's like, okay.
Fine. I'm just gonna head out there. I'm gonna get a cab and I'll be out there. Miranda gave me the address already.
All right. Well, I'll see you when you get up here then.
Okay. And I hang up with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I immediately call a cab.
So you call cab. It's there really quickly. The guy opens the door. He's like, yeah, where to?
And I give him I have sunglasses on and I have a hoodie that I brought with me kind of pulled up over my face, and I'm keeping my head down, my hand kind of covering my mouth, and I just kind of mumble the address out to him as I get in the back seat and don't make eye contact.
Yeah, he's like, okay, yeah, that's fancy pants territory, and he kind of chuckles, and he's like, yeah, all right, well, it'll take us about 20 minutes to get up there with all this damn snow we've been having. And so essentially he drives you up there, and it's obviously not nighttime like this picture shows, but he drives you up there and kind of like drops you off, and gets the cash that you have to pay cash now. So you pay him the cash, and he basically drops you off and turns around and leaves.
So I get out of the car and I head over and knock on the door.
You knock on the door, and Miranda kind of like, she's like dressed in kind of like a pantsuit, like a hot Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
And she waves you in. She's like, "Oh, hi, Lance. Sorry, didn't mean to startle you earlier. Everyone else is sleeping. It's been a long night."
Well, and I still have my sunglasses on and my hoodie pulled up, and I'm kind of covering my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wake them up. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I need answers. Where did they go? How did we get separated? What is happening?
And she's like, "Yeah, I thought about that, but I thought you and I might want to speak alone."
Lady, I don't even know you.
And she's like, "Yes, you don't, but I know you. Well, I don't know you, but I know your nature. At least now I know it." And
I don't even know what that means.
She's like, she kind of points. There's mirrors in this, like, windows in this place all over the place, and you can kind of see in one of them your reflection. She points, and she's like, "I see what you see. What do you see? Do you see yourself?"
How is this happening? How are you doing this? What happened to me?
And she's like, "Well, unfortunately, you ended up in the lovely land. It's called the Hedge. I know very little about it, but I've seen what it can do to a person."
What it can do to a person? What did it do to me? What does that mean?
"Well, you see, you've been changed. Looks like not quite fully, but almost. You are close. It won't be long now."
Changed into what?
Changed. I don't know any other way to put it. They call them changelings.
why is my face changing? What can do that? What can possibly do that?
The Fae, I believe they're called. I will have to look in my books and see if there is a remedy. But soon I think you will be fully a Fae or a changeling, whatever they're called, and there will be naught to be done.
How do I just get back to being normal?
I don't think that's a possibility at this point. Not the way you mean, at least. I could perhaps find a way to keep you from changing all the way, or maybe revert you to your normal self, but your life has changed, just like Jacob's and the others. There'll be no going back from this. Not now. You know too much. You've seen too much.
I don't, lady, I don't know anything. I came here to do an interview. I've been attacked by an axe-wielding maniac. I've been shot at by strangers in the woods. I got lost and slept in a cave, and then everyone disappeared, and now I'm growing a big fucking tooth out of my mouth. I don't know anything.
She sighs and she's like, You will. You will. And she's like, I'll wake the others and we'll discuss it together. I would recommend at this point being forthcoming with everyone. There's no reason to keep it from them unless you wish me to, and I will. They won't be able to see you as I see you.
What does that mean? They won't be able to see me.
They will see Lance. They will not see whatever your name is to become. Your changeling self. Your goblin self.
So, wait, I don't look like this to them?
No. You never will. Well, I can't say never. But in your current state, no.
And then Lance he thinks back and recalls how the girls didn't seem to notice him, or the cab driver didn't seem to notice him, or notice anything out of the ordinary.
She says, You can, I believe, reveal yourself to others if you wish. I do not suggest it.
If I don't look like a hideous monster to anyone else, then there's no need even mentioning it. They're gonna think I'm a psychopath. They're gonna think I've gone crazy, which maybe I have. Maybe I have gone crazy.
I think you are more lucid than you ever have been in your life, Mr. Henderson. You are beginning to learn the supernatural. And the supernatural exists, and you will find out. Because you and your, friends through circumstance have entered into the game. There will be no going back. For your sake.
Going back. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should just pack everything up and leave this place.
She shrugs and she's like, That is certainly your prerogative, but before long you will change. Without my aid. And then that fang that is coming through on your other side, your nearly black pupil, they will be forever. And you will find yourself, in quite a different place than this one. Where you came from, you will go back and forth to that place, and you will find others like you, and they will want to use you for their own desires. I would not suggest such a life to anyone. But it is you to make this choice. I have other things to attend to. If you wish my aid, then I give it freely. But you must make your choice now.
And Lance is just completely confused and upset and distraught, and he can't believe that this is somehow reality. And this lady he doesn't even know is talking about, you know, the spirit world or fairies or fae or whatever the hell she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of a hard-boiled wartime journalist. He doesn't know what to think or what to believe, but he knows deep inside, he knows whatever is happening, she completely believes it. And weird things have happened, obviously, since he got here. And that there's a story here. Something is happening.
Yeah,
And
go ahead.
His journalist instincts are just kind of kicking in. And he knows he needs to find out what the truth is.
Mm-hmm. And she says, "And your wounds look better? I imagine you ate goblin fruit, unfortunately."
Yeah, some little men or women, I don't know. They gave me some fruit and I took a bite, and
Yes, they're called orc, I believe. I will have to look in my book, but I would suggest for you, and she kind of she's like, I will need to examine you closer, but you are very close. We might not have much time, but in the meantime, you will start feeling strong again. You will start feeling, well, more than human. And that goblin fruit you have, do not eat it. Whatever you do. Any more use of your powers, and I'm afraid you will be lost forever. You are at the precipice already. I can tell you've indulged.
Indulged? I don't even know.
Indulged in your power.
What power? I don't know what's going on.
And she's like, I will need to do more research, but until then, I suggest you remain very calm.
All right, lady.
And
Fine.
She kind of waves to her couch, and she's like, lay down, have a nap. The others will sleep late. And it's you looked at a clock. It's like 11 a.m. right now.
Fine, lady. I could use a little nap, some rest. I feel like I've just been running all night. Yeah.
I'm sure you have.
I make my way over to the couch and kind of
She says,
sit
before
down.
you go, is there anything else that happened that I should know?
I don't know. There was so much that happened. I got chased by bush dogs. I don't know.
She kind of looks sidelong, not really understanding that, from what you can tell. Well, very well. If you think of anything, please let me know, as the more I know, the more I can help you.
Okay, fine. I need some rest.
Yes, you get some sleep, and we'll talk this afternoon when everyone's awake. For now, I'll go start looking into your condition. She sighs, and she's like, if you do partake in your powers, I will have to ask you to leave. At that point, you will be no longer human, and, well, that is a danger.
No longer human?
Do you look human to yourself? What do
No,
you
I
think is
don't
happening?
look human to myself, and I don't know what's happening. I need to rest. I need to rest. I think if I rest, that will help. Maybe I'll wake up. Maybe I'm gonna wake up from this.
Your dreams will be troubled. I would not doubt that for a moment. And she's like, let me help you. And she, you see this kind of burly older guy walk out with this cup of, you're not sure what it is. And she's like, tea to help you sleep. It will make your dreams not so, well, not so vivid.
Very good. And I take the cup and I kind of cup it in my hands. It's
Yeah,
warm.
it smells essentially like tea, some sort of herbal tea.
Yeah, and I drink it. It's
Yeah, I mean it tastes okay, like tea-ish taste, unsweetened tea. And she's like, "All right, very well. Try to get some rest. I will. Looks like I have some reading to do."
okay.
And you fall asleep very quickly, and in your dreams they aren't very vivid, but you keep thinking of the book that was being waved around earlier. Just this book with, you actually have never seen it, I suppose. Oh yeah, you saw it at the sheriff's cabin. You start thinking of this book with this fox emblem on the front, and you're just like thinking that you have some sort of desire for it. You want to read it, but you don't know why. And eventually darkness takes you and you slumber until woken later that day. And that is it.
Fuck you, man.